Hi, I'm Allan Teichman, Second Vice President on Equity Council, and the headliner for this edition of Council Connect, our periodic membership bulletin to let you know what the association and your council have been up to. Because we're coming up to the end of the current council term, there's a lot more going on than usual. You've read the news, I'm sure, that the CTA was recently ratified, with over 94% of the members voting in favor of the many improvements that had been negotiated. I'd like to offer my thanks to Equity's negotiation team as well as to the PAC team members for the work that they put in forging a consensus on so many things. More than 2/3 of all theatre contracts take place under the CTA or the ITA, its sister contract, so ratification is always a milestone event. The online version of the agreement and fee booklet will be made available shortly, and the updated ITA will follow soon. With that project in the rearview mirror, it's time to turn Equity's attention to the negotiation of the Stratford Addendum to the CTA. Members who have worked under the most recent addendum will receive specific outreach for proposal ideas to be considered for negotiation. Our council committees continue to do great work in their various areas of focus. Our Directors, Choreographers, Fight and Intimacy Directors Committee recently produced 2 new tip sheets for directors and choreographers. Both are handy checklists of important elements to consider when working in these disciplines. There are another 2 on the way shortly to similarly address fight directors and intimacy directors. The Stage Management Committee has published a new resource for working with understudies, and the Member Engagement and Education Committee should have a performer-centered one out in the very near future. Alongside these, staff has produced a tip sheet and FAQ for working under the Artist Collective Policy and collaborated with the Respectful Workplaces Task Force on a new Respectful Workplace Policy Guideline for small-scale engagers. You can find all of these resources by going to the homepage on the Equity website at caea.com and scrolling down to the related announcement. Most of you will know by this point that our Haven reporting service has moved online. This is a resource hub and online reporting platform for incidents of inappropriate behavior in the workplace. Artists working on an equity contract can use the Haven online form to share information confidentially or anonymously with the association and request follow-up assistance from an equity respectful workplace advisor if needed. The link is available on the Equity website, or you can go there directly at havenonline.ca. And finally, let's talk about something that you might not have seen coming, but the Council has: an increase in basic dues. Basic and working dues were last adjusted in 2014 with a guarantee that there would be no further increases for at least 6 years after that. Well, here we are in 2024, and we've exceeded our promise by a healthy margin, even with the financial train wreck that the pandemic caused. However, we can't effectively tackle 2024 and future expenses for much longer with a dues system that was last updated a decade ago. We also need to come up with a plan that's going to reliably carry us forward in the same way that the 2014 changes did. Careful financial planning got us safely to today, so this is just more of the same, and for the same reason. With the aid of staff projections, Council has sifted through a range of options and will be proposing a modest increase to the annual dues to begin in 2025, with a further but smaller increase in 2028. This decision to not go for the whole increase all at once will help moderate the impact on members. Our projection is that these adjustments will keep Equity on an even keel for the foreseeable future. Any changes in the bylaws involving dues require a member referendum, and that'll be rolling out in August. All life members and regular members in good standing are eligible to vote. You'll hear much more about the proposal before then, but this is an early heads up to keep an eye on your email for important information that you will need and want to know. That's it for the moment. As I said, there's a lot on the go. I hope you enjoy your summer, whatever it holds for you, and I look forward to giving you an end-of-term wrap-up a few months from now. Thanks.